And welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, you know that this is a tutorial and a review on the new Kylie Cosmetics Kyshadows the Bronze palette. I was really skeptical about buying this palette just because of the price and the shadows that were in this palette, because I knew that I probably had majority of these colors in my makeup collection somewhere. So I really wanted to go ahead and actually do a review for this because of the fact of the price and the shipping costs. So I wanted to go ahead and do a review and my thoughts on this palette, just so you know if it's worth your pretty little pennies and if it's even worth the hype or not. So I got my palette in yesterday in the mail and did a look that I really liked, and I just really wanted to make a video because I personally love seeing reviews before I go out and buy something. It just helps me whenever I'm wanting to actually splurge on a product. So it comes in this box and it has the bronze palette on the top. It has like a coppery color all the way around, and I know that I have these colors in a palette somewhere. I really like how small it is and how compact, very travel friendly. I really like it. It has the shades on the back. Of course, you have the shades on the inside. I really like this palette. I know I have these shades, but it's more convenient to have them all in one palette. If you're a makeup junkie and you love just to have a cumulative of things, I would definitely recommend this palette because I know I have a bunch of nude lipsticks. I'm pretty sure majority of them are the same shade, but to me they're different. I feel like I can get a lot of looks with this palette, and I know I will use every single shade. So whenever you decide if you want to buy this palette, that's what I would keep in mind, is if you're going to use all these shades. Like if you don't like the orange or the copper or even the vanilla shade, why are you going to buy the palette if you're only going to use some of them? You know what I'm saying? And if you think about the price, this retails for $42. That alone, divided by the 9 shades that it has, it comes out to $4 something an eyeshadow. If you include shipping, which is, it really irritates me how much the shipping is. I really wish you would give you free shipping after how much you spend on an item, but whatever. With the shipping, it came out to about $50. I don't remember. I know the shipping's like $8 or $9. So even dividing that by the shades, it comes out to like $5 something, maybe almost $6, which is an average cost for a single eyeshadow. If you look at like Makeup Geek, MAC Cosmetics, like their shadows are $6 a piece or $5.99. So I mean, if you think about it, you're really getting a bang for your buck. If you already have these colors and you really don't, you know, feel the need to have a variety, or you don't think that you're going to get much use out of this palette, I wouldn't recommend splurging your pretty little pennies on it. But if you are a makeup junkie like me and you just love having a variety of options, or just to have in your makeup kit, if you're, you know, a makeup artist, I would definitely recommend it. These shadows are so beautiful. I love them so much. And I don't love or hate the Kardashian-Jenner family. I don't, you know, I've never said I love them. I've never said I hate them. Kylie's glosses I love from her line. So whenever I knew she was coming out with an eyeshadow palette, I really wanted to get my hands on it just to get my reviews and to do a review for you guys. That way you know if it's worth the hype or not. The only downfall about this palette that I wish it did have was a mirror. Unfortunately, all it does have whenever you open it up is just her name on the top. I really wish it would have came with the mirror just because it's more convenient to use it on the go, but I mean, I always carry a mirror in my purse anyways, so I mean, I can just look past that. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my transition color. I'm going to use this orangey shade right here in Citrine, and I'm going to use a Morphe E27, and you can see I'm putting it like right above my crease, and then once the product's all off the brush, I'll blend it upwards. Okay, so now for a little bit more depth into my crease, I'm going to go ahead and use the color Goldstone, which is this color right here. And I'm going to use a Morphe E22 and just apply this right in my crease area. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this like burnt red brick color, and this is Obsidian, and just on the same Morphe E22, it's just a tapered brush, and I'm going to put it mainly in the same spot, focusing maybe just a little bit lower. And I'm mainly focusing on the end because that's where I want it the most darkest, and then slowly blending it forward. Now, just to make this a little bit darker, I'm going to go in with this darkest brown, which is Bronzite, and I'm going to use a Morphe M433. I love this brush. It's like a tapered goat-haired brush, and I use it all the time. Okay, now but with this color, I'm going to go ahead and focus it mainly on the crease and my lid. If you could see me like tilting the brush sideways, that way the point of the brush is still focusing in my crease, and then whatever is left on the side goes onto my lid. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this black color called Hematite, and I'm just going to put a little bit, not too much, on the outer corners of my eyes, because I'm going to go ahead and put like a clear color on my lid. What I'm going to go ahead and do is use, to get like a defined cut for my lid, I'm going to use the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot because it doesn't crease. You can use whatever you have in your makeup kit. You can use concealer, foundation, whatever you choose to prefer. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it all on my lid. And take your time. Since my lid does touch the top of my eye, I'm going to go ahead and actually bring it up a little bit higher. That way my shadow doesn't fall on my lid. But you'll go ahead and see what I mean in a second. So now with that M433 brush, I'm just going to go ahead and blend right here on the edges where the shadow meets with the paint pot. And then I'm also going to go ahead and set the paint pot with the lightest color in the palette, which is Topaz. This is cream color right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and set that. Now I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Heavy Metal in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and I'm just going to go ahead and focus it on the inner corner of my eye and then just spread it through my lid. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the black shade in the palette, and I'm going to put it on my lower lash line on the ends just to give it more definition whenever I put on lashes. Now I'm going to go ahead and coat my lashes with mascara and put on some falsies. Okay, so now for my waterline, I'm going to go ahead and use a flat shader brush, and I'm going to use the bronzite color, which is this dark brown right here, and just focus it very close to my lash line. Once I get that color down, I'm going to get a pencil brush and blend it out a little bit, that way it's not too harsh, and then I'm going to go in with the transition color that we use, which was Goldstone, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. You'll see how I just keep adding, like alternating from the dark brown to the lighter one, just to get the intensity that I want on my lower lash line. And then I'll go ahead and add a little bit of Citrine, which is that orangey shade, just to give it a little bit more warmth. And then I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline with Rue Bonaparte from NARS. You can use any clear pencil that you have. I know Rimmel has one from the drugstore, which is really good. And just put that on my waterline. Now I'm going to go ahead and coat my bottom lashes with the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I love this mascara. It's the only mascara that doesn't transfer on the bottom of my eyes and transfer to my foundation. So this is my look that I came up with for the Kyshadows. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that this was very informative and it did give you an idea of how these eyeshadows worked and if you should purchase them or not. I personally love them. I love the eyeshadows. They blend super seamlessly. And I can see myself using that palette as an everyday palette, just, you know, for myself. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.